बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम फ्रेंड्स, उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। फ्रेंड्स, आज के सेशन में हम डिस्कस करेंगे स्ट्रेटजीज फॉर डेवलपिंग द थ्योरेटिकल वर्क फ्रेम। वीडियो की तरफ बढ़ने से पहले हमारी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। चलिए फ्रेंड्स, आज के सेशन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। नंबर 1, डेवलपिंग द फ्रेमवर्क। हियर आर सम स्ट्रेटजीज टू डेवलप ऑफ एन इंस्ट्रक्टिव theoretical work frame. Number 1, examine your thesis title and research problem. The research problem anchors your entire study and forms the basis from which you construct your theoretical work frame. Number 2, brainstorm on what you consider to be the key variables in your research. Answer the question, what factors contribute the presumed effects. Number 3, review related literature to find the answers to your research question. Number 4, list the constructs and variables that might be relevant to your study. Group these variables into the independent and dependent categories. Number 5, review the key social science theories that are introduced to you in your course readings and those the theory of theories that can best explain the relationship between the key variables in your study. Note the writing tip on this page. Number 6, discuss the assumptions or propositions of this theory and point out their relevance to your research. A theoretical framework is used to limit the scope of the relevant data by focusing on the specific variables and defining the specific viewpoint that the researcher will take in analyzing and interpreting the data to be gathered. Understanding concepts and variables according to the given definitions and building knowledge by validating or challenging theoretical assumptions. Number 2, purpose. Think of the theories as the conceptual basis of understanding, analyzing, and designing ways to investigate the relationships within the social system. To the end of the following roles served by a theory can help guide the development of your framework, mean by which new research data can be interpreted and coded for future use. Response to new problems that have no previously identified solutions. Strategy. Means for identifying and defining the research problems. Means for prescribing or evaluating the problems solutions to research problems. Way of talking, telling us about that certain facts among the accumulated knowledge are important and which facts are not. Means of giving all data new interpretations and new meaning. Means of which to identify the important new issues and prescribe the most critical research questions that need to be answered to maximize understanding of the issue. Means of providing members of the professional discipline with a common language and the frame of the references for defining boundaries of their profession, and means to guide the and inform research so that it can in turn guide research efforts and improve the professional practice. Structure and writing style. The theoretical framework may be rooted in a specific theory, in which case you are expected to test the validity of an exciting theory in the relationship to specific events, issues, or phenomena. Many social sciences research refer fit into this rubric. Then हमारे पास आता है these clouds can be used as a mean for understanding the conflicted relations among the countries in Africa. A test of this theory could be following. Does peripheral realism theory help explain intrastate actions such as the growing split between the southern and northern Sudan that may likely lead to the creation of two nations? However, you may not always be asked by your professor to test a specific theory in your paper, but to develop your own framework from which your analysis of the research problem is derived. Given this, It is perhaps easiest to understand the nature and function of the theoretical workframe if it is viewed as the answer of two basic questions. Number one, what is the research problem or question? For example, how should the individual and the state relate during period of the conflict? Number two, why is your approach a feasible solution? I could choose to test the instrumentalist or circumstantialist models developed among the ethnic conflict theorists that rely upon the socio-economic political factors to explain the individual state relations and to apply this theoretical model to periods of the war between nations. सो फ्रेंड्स, ये था हमारा आज का सेशन। होप सो आपको पसंद आया होगा। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो सेशन में, तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिएगा। हमें दीजिए इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफिज़।